let's dig in and start working to gain an understanding and explore the different aspects of the master file table, commonly seen and referred to as the MFT within the NTFS file system. For the purpose of this walkthrough, we're going to use the NTFS training forensic image we've seen in a few videos and materials throughout this particular week. And again, we're going to use PowerShell within the Windows operating system and the sleuth kit to do a little bit of the heavy lifting for us so we can focus on some of the more larger details of the MFT. So let's work first to learn our offsets. We'll type in MMLS and NTFS training.001 to get an idea as to where we should be going. Again, just for familiarity purposes, or if you want to gain a further understanding of how to use the sleuth kit, check out the sleuth kit walkthrough, also seen in this weekly module. We can see that our offset we're going to focus on is 32,768. So let's go ahead and do an fs stat-o 32768 NTFS training.001 to get ourselves set up with what the file system is looking like. So we can see here it's an NTFS 3.1 with that Windows XP with a volume label of fresh. And we're going to be taking a look at the MFT. So to take a look at the MFT using the sleuth kit, we're going to use the FLS command. Again, that's FLS. Seen here in the wiki help notes here under sleuthkit.org. We can take a look at exactly where that's located by taking a look here at sleuthkit.org, going to Tools, Help Documents, and then we're going to focus on Analysis Techniques and TSK Tool Overview. And again, we're going to take a look at FLS, a lot of links, an automatically updated man page to get to where exactly I was looking at. So we're going to, just for easy, we're going to keep hitting up on our keyboard, bring up what we just typed, or you can type it all by hand if you want. I would prefer it as easy as possible. And we're just going to back off what we use for FSStat and replace it with FLS. Hitting enter on our keyboard is going to show us some of the MFT. So FLS's job is to go out to the MFT and find out all the different components and report on those pieces of information. So what we can see here is a lot of details. In fact, let's just clear it up and run it one more time so we can see just that information, not FSStat or anything before that, keeping ourselves focused. We can see that there's not really a whole lot of data in here, but there is some information. We can see that even in the MFT analysis that everything within the NTFS file system has a file record entry, and it has an MFT entry. Everything, including the MFT itself, which is kind of fascinating. So the MFT actually reports on itself and where it is specifically located. Now in our reading, we can also see that anything with a $sign is indicative of a special file, and a special file is systems and structure files that are specific to the NTFS file system but are hidden by nature and design away from the accessibility of the average user. So the average user that's just using the Windows operating system is not going to see these important structures. These are hidden by design. They don't want to be tampered with. But with the proper tools and forensic image, you can actually get access to those particular files if you wish to dig a little bit deeper. The FLS command actually goes into that particularly MFT structure and gives a reporting. So however big this particular file system is how big your FLS output is really going to be. So there's a lot to break down here with the FLS command and the different options that are presented to help us give us different views of the MFT. We're going to break this MFT analysis walkthrough into several different manageable chunks. Okay, so this is the first look at a very small file system. We'll continue our work by looking at additional ways to examine this MFT, and we'll also take a look at some very large MFT entries being processed. Stay tuned.